Ooh-wee. My thoughts on marijuana, cannabis, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, cannabis. Cannabis is good for those who like it. Yeah.
Cannabis, part of the tomato family. It grows as a plant and buds spring off it.
Personally, I've got no problem at all with marijuana.
Smoking weed is an amplifier. So whatever you're feeling at that time, it's going to amplify that feeling.
I suppose in regards to cannabis, my main standpoint on it at the moment is it being used as a medicinal product.
I'm on the other side.
Cannabis. Honestly, with cannabis, I'm good with cannabis.
Cannabis. I love cannabis, man.
Cannabis, the plant of life. It's got so many health benefits. It can help with cancer, it can help with people with epilepsy, keeps people less anxious.
Crazy.
Cannabis. I think it's a wonderful nature product that doesn't get used in all the ways that it could be used.
Alright, I'll get to the point of that, but you know, how long have we got? That's the question, because there's a lot I could say. But yeah, well, let's keep it real. I 110% agree, of course. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. But me, I see it as a healing, you know.
You know when people will be with their brethren and having a good time giggling and rare, blaze a zoo, and whatever man can say to you, cabbage, and you'll be ripping up on the floor. That's the funniest thing you've ever heard.
You can't even call it a drug. It's only a drug because it's illegal. When they legalise it, then we'll see, you know. When they start making money off it, then it won't no longer be illegal, and anyone who has ever locked up or whatever for it, you know, then that'll be in the past, because the government will say it's now legal.
I think people just stereotype it into being a narcotic and, you know, it's something that's bad, but I think, I don't know, I've always felt that, you know, it's something natural, it's something that grows, and there's some information that's being withheld from society in regards to what are the benefits of it.
Yes, but I think that if you smoke weed every day and you're now rich, you can't keep going.
See, that's what I mean. I think if it stunts your productivity, I don't think there's anything wrong with it recreationally, but then it goes back to, if you have too much of something, it's bad for you anyway.
Just on your day-to-day uses, like my parents and grandparents from Jamaica, they drink it, you know, they swear by it.
Alright, current cannabis laws in the UK pretty much are going to stick you in jail if you grow in it.
There's a lot of, you know, stigmas about what cannabis really is and what it can do, and how, you know, there's all this talk about negatives and that it's not helping, but yet it's helping more than ever in this day and age. Mixed with music, it's healing of the nation, as the one people have said before. And the fact that they've now discovered things like CBD oil, cannabinoid oil, you know, that's obviously the part which is non-THC, but it's still derived from the cannabis plant.
Like, yeah, I started smoking weed when I was 13.
As a recreational thing, I think some people take it too far. Like, I wake up and then I have a spliff and I go to bed and I have one in the morning and blah 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 blah. And I think that's just too much.
When you're down and you strap a scud, smoke that scud, you just get deeper down. Whatever you do, you get deeper and deeper, and that's where the psychological thing comes.
Don't get me wrong, I do think it has bad side effects, but from personal experience, I believe I became a bit more paranoid and a bit more lazy.
These buds can be turned into oils once the crop's ready, and like, these oils contain cannabinoids which can help treat cancers and tumours.
Medicine, but also textile industry, maybe even biofuel.
Like, it's not for everyone. I know a lot of people who say they get paranoid from it.
I think that's a broad statement. I think it depends on the individual.
Cannabis is good for those if you enjoy it and you don't abuse it. Because if you abuse it, like anything, you abuse anything, you go fall for it.
But then
They
some
just
people
abuse
will
it.
argue in the music industry that it helps their creativity.
You know, things like that is really setting the way forward and actually helping people medically, emotionally, physically.
No matter how you are, if you're feeling kind of lazy, imagine you're having a hard day at work. You got a whole strap of scud. You're like that in the sofa now.
Smoking it. You know, I think there's strains of it nowadays that are kind of crazy, which I don't think it's not for everyone. Depends on where you're at in life. If you're depressed and have got a certain state of mind already, it's probably not going to be the best thing for you, because personal experience, it enhances anything that you're feeling.
I shouldn't have done this high, that's what I should have done.
If you are, want to meditate and you smoke, it will help that. If you are feeling happy and you smoke, shit, it will increase that. And the same with depression and so forth. It depends on the mind state and the individual.
So whatever you're doing, make sure your mindset is correct first before you use any tools and apparatus.
Probably, maybe you have a child or something, you can smoke every day. You can do nothing. You have a job, maybe 8 hours. Probably, 8 hours.
But then tell me, if it's such a bad thing, why is it legalised in some states in America?
These kind of laws were only introduced like not even long ago, 30, 40 years ago.
No one's really got the right to put a rule on something that has been developed from since really man began in the world.
I think it's something that can't be measured by the government and the powers above. I think because they can't control it. It's a plant that grows, do you know what I mean? That's where the problem is for them, that's the issue.
I think it's a lot less harmful than alcohol itself. So I think in the UK.
My question is why when they were researching into the benefits of cannabis and its relations to cancer, at that point they then decided to stop it. They could have kept it legal for medicinal purposes, even if we really collectively agree for medicinal purposes to grow this stuff, turn it into oils and help people. The smokers and the tokers are just going to have to wait a little longer.
Because of what you just said about the medicinal
Well, there you go. So
properties.
I think it has obviously got its good sides. I'm not saying it's entirely good. As you said, if it's abused, maybe it's not such a good thing.
So, smoke weed when I'm chilling, when I'm free, when my days off. Smoke some weed, but I don't buy. You know what I mean? Sometimes, but I don't buy weed.
If we can get by in a world of a plan that can help cure, heal, provide money and all kinds of stuff.
A lot of people want to say cannabis is linked to certain mental diseases, maybe.
So if you're in good standing, by all means do what you do, which is organic.
Yeah.
If you're not, then don't do it. It's just an amplifier.
Is it right to be criminalising?
All we're being force-fed is, it's bad, it's a drug, it's this, it can cause someone to become paranoid and give them mental health issues.
People have a perception of it to a degree. It's not so bad. Like shit, most people have smoked weed, or not a lot of people drink it or would use it on a medicinal level. That's probably more old school, Caribbean backgrounds.
So do you think it's good as like a recreational thing?
I don't see why not. People drink. I think drinking's worse.
People always compare it to
if I didn't smoke it, I wouldn't have got through my dissertation. I can tell you that shit now.
So, there's all sorts of things you could say, but I think to not really do your research when it comes to cannabis is definitely where you're slipping and you need to step the game up. Something that is number one, well, naturally from the earth. Number two, if it's from the earth, how can we really put a rule on it when it's not really belonged by anyone?
I prefer beers. That's all, my friend.
Better you just keep everything in moderation and it's all good. But me, I love ganja. Me personally, love it. Love it. But kids don't do it. Yeah, man, that's it. That's it.
So it releases other things.
I think it's got its good values in society, but I think when something's not measurable for them, that's what they don't like. When they can't grip a hold of something, that's what they don't like.
And capitalise on it.
Yeah, that's the main thing, because they can't capitalise on it.
Yeah.
That's it, really.
What's your favourite kind of weed to smoke?
Let's work together. It's just a plant.
I don't have any of those nasty side effects. I just get high, so I like smoking weed.
Everybody's different, everybody has their own opinions and their thoughts and their feelings of what it does for them and how good it is for them, etc. But
prime example, people use it artistically to make music. Yeah. Because they may have the artistic flow, but when you amplify it, you open up obviously your third eye.
Once it becomes legal, once the government start making money off it, then there'll be no qualms about it. But right now, while it's still illegal and classed as whatever class it is at the moment, you know, it's still frowned upon in some communities or by some individuals.
don't write off, you know, what it can do for you. It helps people in many different ways. And I guess that's my thoughts there.
And I think we really should get over ourselves and legalize it everywhere.
As a plant, it's one of the most resourceful plants that you could ever get, you know, that God's put on this green earth. So